People, welcome back once again to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. So here today, for those who are already in Canada but are looking to bring their family inside of Canada, so you're able to sponsor your family to live with you, whether it's you who is a man or a woman. You want to bring your spouse and your children, your dependents, to join you in Canada. I'll show you how to do that. So you can go ahead and do it yourself. We'll just go through briefly what is required of you, the eligibility criteria as well, and then I will leave the link to where you can put in this application for your family. All right, so if it's your first time on my channel, I welcome you specially. My name is Janet, and here on this channel I share different immigration opportunities that can help you to different countries. Okay, be it study, be it work. So do well to make use of these opportunities. If not, please share with people that you know will benefit from them. Thank you so much, guys, for always coming back to watch my videos. God bless you. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate all of them, for the comments and all. Thank you so much. If you need any of my services, check it to the description of this video. You will see where it says book a consultation with me. It will take you to where you can see all the services I render, and then you can select which one you need my assistance for. Okay, so not to waste time, let's just move briefly into the video of today. So as you can see on my screen, it's titled Sponsorship. It says, as a nation with a commitment to family reunification and keeping loved ones together, Canada offers a number of immigration programs that give Canadians the opportunity to sponsor their family members to Canada. So it also applies to permanent residents too, not just Canadians. Take note of that. All right, so let's just move a little bit to read, okay, more. It says, Canada offers sponsorship programs for permanent residents or citizens of Canada. Can you see that? That wish to bring their loved ones to Canada. These programs allow certain family members to become permanent residents of Canada. Okay, one of the most popular streams of these Canadian immigration family sponsorship programs make it easy for citizens and permanent residents to bring their spouse, immediate family, okay, into Canada. All right. The last sentence says, Canada knows that family should never be put on hold. Can you see that? So they value family. So if you are there, you're a permanent resident, you're a citizen already, and you've been looking for ways to bring in your family, consider applying for this. Okay, it's the easiest way. So you say, how can I sponsor? Okay, can you see? For your spouse, your common law partner, just your spouse, you are married now, not your boyfriend or girlfriend or your fiancé, married, sealed, you have your certificate. Then if you have that, you are eligible to sponsor, tell your partner, your spouse. Okay, I will show you. I just want us to read. Can you see? You can also sponsor parents or grandparents. Okay, you can sponsor them as well. If it's your child, you can sponsor your child, dependents. Okay, either you adopted or you gave birth to the child yourself. You're able to sponsor them. I hope that is clear. Let's just read a little bit about the child, or dependent sponsorship. I'm here now, which says Canada's child sponsorship program allows Canadian citizens and permanent residents to sponsor their biological or adopted children under the age of 22 for permanent residents. Can you see that? They can't be over 22 years. They must be 22 or under to be eligible. I hope that is clear. Also, you can sponsor orphan brother, sister, nephew, niece, or grandchild. Remember, it's orphaned. Okay? If some specific instances, Canadian citizens or permanent residents may be eligible to sponsor their orphan brother and so on to come to Canada. To sponsor your orphan relative, they must be unmarried. Take note of that. Under 18 years old. it's different from your child, which should be 22 or under. For this particular one, it's relative and they are orphan, so they must be unmarried and under 18 years old, and they must be related to you by blood or adoption. Can you see that? This is other relatives. It says under exceptional circumstances as a lonely Canadian. Okay, if you're a lonely Canadian, they can allow you to bring other relatives. There are different conditions under that. So let's see, how can I be eligible to sponsor a family member now? Let's read that. So to sponsor a family member, you must meet minimum eligibility requirements. Okay, number one, be a citizen or permanent resident, be at least 18 years old, you have to live in Canada or plan to return to Canada once your spouse or partner becomes a permanent resident of Canada. Okay, so that you are currently living there now, or you have a plan to go and settle down there once they give your spouse, or your partner permanent residence when you apply. Then be able and willing to provide for the basic financial needs of your family for 3 years. Take note of that. 3 years. I hope you can see that. If you provide 1 year proof of fund financial statement when you're applying for this, you will be rejected. 3 years, it has been said here. Okay, who isn't eligible? Okay, you can just scan through this. You are able to pause this video and just scan through. You are not in prison, you are currently in prison, you are not eligible, you have not paid child support payments, you have bankruptcy and declaration, you've been receiving social assistance, you have failed to pay back an immigration loan, you have previously sponsored another relative and failed to meet the terms, you have been convicted of a violent crime, and so on. You are not eligible. So if you have any record among this listed, you cannot apply. So let's look at how much it costs now to sponsor a family member. So the sponsorship fee itself is 75. Let's read from the top. Don't let me jump. So if you are sponsoring your spouse and they have dependent children, or if you are sponsoring your adopted child, a 150 payment will be required for each child included in the application. So you pay 150 for each child, okay, when you're applying. Then if you are including the spouse or partner, 150 is for the child. Each child, if you have 4 child, you multiply it by 4. So it's each child that will pay 150. So if you are including a spouse or partner, okay, or maybe a relative, then you had additional £1,050. Can you see that? Additional 1,050 if you are including a spouse with your children. Then the government processing fee to sponsor a relative in Canada are listed below. Now, this is the processing fee. You've seen how much it costs for your children and spouse or relative. Okay, so then the sponsorship fee. These are the breakdowns. The fee is 75. The principal applicant processing fee is 490. Okay, right of permanent residence fee is 515. Biometrics is 85. Then you have the total. Okay, can you say that? Okay, so take note of that. Then I think we have what all we need to know about this particular sponsorship. I'm just checking to see when it comes to income too. Okay, you need to demonstrate that you have minimum amount of income to sponsor your people, your dependents, because you cannot be unemployed and want to bring in your family to join you. How will you take care of them? So ensure you have what it takes to bring in your family member, your dependents. Yes, it says to sponsor a family member other than a spouse or partner, applicants must meet MNI requirement. Okay, this is other than your spouse. Okay, maybe a relative. While a job is not necessarily required, sponsors must provide proof of sufficient income from the past 3 years to support their sponsored family members. So it says here, employment is not required, but you have to provide proof of funds. I'm just wondering, how do you provide proof of funds without job? without a job. So that's just me. Okay, as long as you're able to provide the proof of sufficient income, for the past 3 years, you are good to go as well. All right, so let me just go straight to where you can apply if you are ready. It says, how long does it take? It takes 12 months from start to finish. Okay, it's not something you rush and do. From start to finish, you can, expect that you get a response. So, okay, let's move on. You see here that there's no limit. I don't want to dwell too much on this particular, video. There's no limit to the number of eligible family members that you can bring in. So relax. If you have 7 family members, you can bring them to join you. All right, let's just move to the site, the Canadian government's website, where you will see where to apply. Okay, can you see here we have this link? I will display it shortly. Once you are ready, you can click on it and and apply. So you may be eligible to sponsor your family members to become permanent residents so they can live, study and work. Can you see? Your family members can live, study and work. Okay, so here it is. You come here. Once you are ready, if you want to sponsor your spouse, partner or dependent children, you come here. If it's your adopted child, you come here. If it's your relative, you come here. You want to sponsor your parents and grandparents, you click here. Okay, can you see that? So I know most people would like to sponsor their spouse, partner and dependent children, so I'm clicking on that. Let's just see what it brings out. So here we are. It will now bring you to this page. Can you see? About the process, that's number 1. Then how to apply. Then about the process, you check your eligibility, then who can sponsor, then it will now take you to how to apply. Then after you apply, what's expected of you, then you prepare for arrival. Can you see that? You've read most of the thing on the previous page. Okay, but let's just read here again. It says if you are eligible, you can sponsor your spouse, and so on. Then you have to be able to support them financially. Make sure they don't need social assistance from the government. That's very important, guys. Very, very important. Can you see the fee? I think it has changed. Yes, it was 150 for a child in the previous page, and then 1,050 for your spouse. Now it has changed. Please take note of the new fee. Take note of the new fee. It's 170 per child and 1,205 for spouse or partner. I hope that is clear. So let's read number 2. We've seen how. Okay, let's just briefly check if you are eligible. Okay, we've seen all of this. Be at least 18. A Canadian resident or permanent citizen or permanent residence is necessary. Then prove that you've read all of this. Let's just see how you apply. On this page you can come and see income requirements. Just scroll and read it yourself, and so on. We've read who cannot apply to. So let me just go up and see how to apply, not to waste time. Can you see where I am now? Okay, so to sponsor, there are 2 applications. Okay, you must apply to become a sponsor first. Okay, then your spouse, partner or child must apply for permanent residence. Can you see number 1 and 2? Then the application is online. Okay, very simple. Very simple, it's online. So first, this is how you apply to be a sponsor. Download and complete the PDF form. Then digitally sign it. Don't print it out. You have to digitally sign it along with the person you are sponsoring. Okay, if you are more than one, all those people you are sponsoring, you digitally sign it. Then the person you are sponsoring will upload them. So if you are in Canada, you want to sponsor your family who is back home in your country, you will now send it to them. They will now upload them on their online application. That's number 2. No, sorry, you're not number 2 yet. Then they will now electronically, for the entire application, include those of any other family members. Okay, now I understand. So what he's saying here is that you as a sponsor were in Canada already, you first complete and sign digitally, then you now send it to your spouse. For example, now your spouse back in your country, the person will also complete and upload, the application, sign it electronically, and then it will now include your children. That's what he's saying. Any other family members that want to join you, they will include your children. Okay, then when that is done, please take note of what we just read here. This is the process. Take note. You can, the link is is there on the screen. You can always click now and go through it as I'm talking to you. All right, so after that is done, you can take note, you can take your time to read through all of this, but I want to move to number 2 briefly. Time is going. Then apply to be sponsored. Now then you have to fill in these digital forms online. This is where you now create. See, number 2, can you see here, it's clickable where it says permanent residence online application portal. That's when you have those documents ready. Number 1, you have all of those things ready. Then you now create a permanent application portal account. Okay, can you see? Then you fill in all of these 4 documents. You fill them, you complete it. Make sure you complete it there. You will see it here. You must complete it, and then take note of the photo specification. You have to upload your photo for each person. You have to upload both sides of your photo. Take note of all of these things. Read, take your time to read. After that, you pay your application fee, your fingerprint and photo, that's your biometrics. You pay your biometrics fee, third party fees. You pay all the fees, medical fees and all of those things. Then you now send your additional information, during processing. Send us additional information during processing. Okay, when you have submitted your application for all of this, you will now start with medical exams and police certificates, which you have to send while your application is ongoing. Okay, then you submit, then you wait and get updates online. So if you have not started yet for your family, you can consider starting now. Create your accounts and start with the process as soon as possible, so that your family can come and stay with you. Okay, you don't have to live apart. So Canada value family togetherness. So please bring in your family. I hope 1 or 2 people has benefit from this video. I know somebody especially who has been asking me of how to bring his family. I hope you will be seeing this video and make use of it. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, guys. That's all I have today. I'll see you again next time. Bye.